It's a freezing cold day here in Green Bay as the Giants take on the Packers in the 2016-2017 NFL playoffs. This is Sticky Bleachers, and I am Cory.
I'm Bob. Freezing up here in Lambeau, but ready for football, Cory.
Especially our recording booth here, which is not indoors, the unofficial, unsanctioned Sticky Bleachers recording studio, as always, at every NFL stadium, Bob. Up on the roof above, I think I can hear Joe Buck just below us here. I'm not quite sure, unconfirmed.
I believe that is Joe Buck below us. But anyway, getting set for action, Aaron Rodgers steps back and almost throws an interception there, Cory, to get the game started. So
Right. And Bob, can you say Joe Buck below us again?
Joe Buck yourself. Anyway, Eddie Lacy with a nice run there.
Lucky bastard Joe Buck.
Yeah, he's a lucky
right
bastard, right? His own words.
His own book title. Well, his own ghostwriter's book title.
Exactly.
Jordy Nelson with a big reception.
So I wonder, Cory, with the temperature of this game, if any of these balls have been deflated. I know it's not the Patriots, but...
That's right. You never can tell, but Bill Belichick, not too busy today.
Ooh, Jordy Nelson with the second reception of the day. Quickly scores a touchdown, Cory. So maybe we have to check the PSI of these footballs here.
That'll be a nice start to his stat sheet, though. Couple receptions, pile of yards, and then, of course, the touchdown. So first drive is successful for Green Bay, and the only thing you could say could have gone wrong in there is that they only used up 91 seconds of Tecmo Bowl time in that drive, Bob.
Yes, a very quick score there. But early in the game, Cory, you can't really say that scoring quick hurts you.
That's true. We're not really trying to control the clock too much. Here's Eli Manning and company, and Shane Vereen's going to go around the edge. He's going to get close to a first down, 2nd down and 3. That's a nice way to start the game off. Get your running game established, especially on a cold day like this.
Yes, definitely a necessity for both teams, and Eli throws a wayward pass there to the side for an incomplete pass, but 3rd and 3. The Giants started off a little slow, Cory, but they've
looked like Mike Daniels there, Bob, may have blown that last play up.
Oh, you think?
Looked like he got in there and got into Eli's face before he was ready to get that screen set up.
That's been a common thing for Eli this year, is to, right before the sack, throw that ball away.
Well, there we go. Better than taking the hit.
Right. It only took him, 13 years in the NFL to figure that out? So
hey. Yeah.
Better late than never.
It's strange, Eli Manning just quietly becoming one of the NFL's senior members in the quarterback club.
Well, it's his baby face, Cory. That's always, it's tough for him to think of him as a veteran.
I know, he's one of those rocks. He's just, always been on the same team. Rarely misses a start. He's just kind of like, you can set your watch by Eli Manning having a couple of touchdowns and 3 interceptions most games of the year.
Yes, and he puts it on the ground there for a rare Eli Manning fumble, but a turnover nonetheless. So the Aaron Rodgers and the Packers take over here at the 35-yard line give it off to Eddie Lacy for a short game.
And I wonder, Bob, if the ghost of Tom Coughlin is not talking to Eli on the sidelines going, Eli, why don't you stay in the pocket, buddy?
I don't think Tom Coughlin's ever spoken that softly.
Eli, why don't you stay in the pocket, buddy?
What are you doing? Oh, my God.
And Tom Coughlin is alive, so that's just
he's very much alive.
Very much alive. He lives in Jacksonville, Florida.
He's got to be in his 70s, maybe?
Oh, yeah, he's got to be in his late 70s.
It's part of the old white guy club in the NFL. This one's going to go for a touchback.
The vast old white guy club.
That's bigger than the quarterback club.
We call it the Turkey Neck Club.
Oh, gross. Bob, you're disgusting, and I love it.
There's an incomplete pass there.
Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. So we missed an entire possession there. Green Bay's 3 and out. Giants defense holding strong, unlike on Green Bay's first drive. And this one's going to be complete to the tight end, the weapon, Larry Donnell, who missed some time earlier this year, Bob, with an injury in our Sticky Bleachers world.
Yeah, glad to see him back in action there for the Giants and everything. Larry Donnell, one of the class acts of the league, Cory.
Right you are, Bob. Another one. We don't hear any bad stories about Larry Donnell. We just hear about him producing on the field.
And getting hurt, which is, not good, but not bad either.
Right you are. Here's Manning back to pass again.
And Shane Vereen, again, a weapon that the Giants haven't had most of the year. Shane Vereen, so very versatile in the running game and the passing game, Cory.
Right, he's really making a splash on both ends here. Here's Rashad Jennings. They switched out Vereen, giving him a little bit of a break, and he runs. I'd say he ran about 14 yards there to pick up those 3.
Yes, he did. Sometimes it's not as efficient, but it did get the job done. Forward momentum.
And here's another one. So they go for the same pitch to him. A lot of teams in our simulations are prone to running the same play. This time, this is 3 plays in a row that they run that play, and it does get them the first down. So who are we to judge?
Exactly. First downs are first downs, Corey.
It's first and goal here at the 9. And
what about 4
let's
times
go
in a
4
row?
times in a row.
Absolutely.
This one will go for a loss, though. So it seems like the Packers defense finally sniffed that play out.
And let's see if they go do it for the lucky 5 times in a row. Just a little reversal there.
Yeah.
In Shane
Vereen.
So the Packers defense holding stout here once they got down to the red zone here, Corey.
Yep, let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 14. Odell Beckham is wide open in the corner of the end zone. That is not good.
You can see both Packer defenders shaking their heads, putting their heads down, and wondering why they weren't covering Odell Beckham.
Yes, I would say team's top receiver, it's time to probably put a body on him.
There's our patented keys to success.
There you go. Well, the Giants did not put a body on Jordy Nelson on that first possession for Green Bay, but they have held them since then. So let's see what they can do on this one. Here's Brown with a nice return, sheds a couple of tackles, gets it up to about the 29-yard line.
And here's Aaron Rodgers, though. Aaron Rodgers using that little pitch to Eddie Lacy. And the Packers need to get this ground game going a little bit here, Corey, if they want to keep up with the Giants here.
Well, there you go, Bob. They're taking a page out of the Giants' playbook. The little pitch back to the left to Lacy. Now, Lacy doesn't pick up very much on second down. Just inside of 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. They are going to call their first time out with 3rd and 5.
Bit of an interesting selection there to run after the timeout, but...
There we go. And Lacy trying to show us, Bob, the Peterson tango.
A little
there.
bit. It is a trendy thing up north, so no
Right,
surprise. Oh, and
Oh,
Hankins with the sack there. So Packers forced to use their last time out, Corey. Let's see if they take a shot down the field.
Yeah, they're going to have to. That puts a big damper. They're going to have to pick up about another 50, 40 yards maybe to get into field goal range even. And that fumble is not going to help things at all.
Not at all. After Aaron Rodgers recognized that blitz so wonderfully, he dumped it off to Adams, and Adams coughed it up, and the Giants take it back for a touchdown. So what a devastating blow here for the Packers at the end of the second quarter, Corey.
It really is, Bob. Just disaster for Green Bay. Thinking that they could run down the clock and pick up a score of some kind as time expires here in the first half. They get a complete pass that's right as you would expect, according to Hoyle. But the fumble and the return for the touchdown is just awful for them. 7-14 here. I don't know if they're going to try
to
anything.
But a nice return. We got a little bit of a nice return. He's jigging and jigging. Oh, but he puts the ball on the ground
it up
as
again,
well.
and it's back to the Giants. And
Josh Brown,
the kicker.
Rarely do you see that, Corey. But
wow,
kudos to Josh Brown on the hustle there.
That would be a sticky Bleachers first to see a kickoff kicker returning a fumbled kickoff return for a touchdown. Unfortunately, we did not get a chance to see it. Josh Brown's going to get that ball. I think they're going
to give him the game,
wrapping that
the
up
first
for him.
half ball.
Yeah, I would say he definitely deserved that first half ball just for going after.
Just for that one play. Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just for going after the loose ball. So a tight game here, Bob. The big difference there was the turnover return for the touchdown. Other than that, pretty good back and forth here between these two teams.
Yeah, pretty much what we expected between these two teams. A back and forth game. I don't think anyone's going to run away with it here. So I guess another key to success, Corey. Whoever turns the ball over the least is probably going to win this game.
Well, we'll see what happens here in the second half. As we get things kicked off here to start the third quarter, let me shout out to Tech Monster, the programmer of this patch and many other patches, all of which are available, along with those of many other hack artists of Tecmo Super Bowl over at tecmobowl.org. Also, check out Tecmo Bowlers, another community of competitive Tecmo players. Lots of things going on with Tecmo Bowl here in 2017 in the new year.
And our old friend Larry Donnell with the first down reception there. Big reception here to start off the third quarter.
Right you are, Bob. First down and much, much, much more. And they're going to be knocking on Josh Brown's field goal range. And here's a little screen pass to Rashad Jennings, and he's going to cough it up, Bob.
We have to check the PSI of these footballs here, Corey.
And the temperature has to be having an effect.
One would think. But it doesn't seem like this ball security is anywhere secure.
Right, and I would say maybe this would be evidence that the balls have not been deflated, Bob,
True,
given that these players are having such a difficult time holding on to them.
There's one thing I know, though. People love talking about deflated footballs.
Well, that's right. That gets you ratings.
That gets you ratings, yes, exactly.
That gets you page views. Goodness knows we all need page views. The new
Absolutely.
currency.
Jordy Nelson with his second touchdown of the game, Corey. Wide open. Again, have to cover the team's best receiver.
Yeah, got to put a body on him. Looks like they were in maybe some kind of zone coverage, but Jordy Nelson said, nuh-uh.
No, he's in the zone.
He's in the zone.
It's hard
Right you are, Bob.
It's hard to cover somebody with the zone defense when they're in the zone.
That's true.
So you need to go
If this
man-to-man.
was, yeah, he would be on fire. Or he'd be heating up, I guess, with 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And you know how hard it is to guard someone who's on fire.
It's true. It's nearly impossible.
Yeah, yes. You really have to wait for them
until
to
they
fail.
miss a bucket or two.
That's right. That's right. Here's that pitch play again to Jennings, but Green Bay definitely has that one sniffed out. I bet that halftime adjustment, they practiced a play specifically for that little pitch to the left. Here's a reverse to Jennings to the left, and that one not much more successful than the pitch play.
Nope. And notice the rarely seen Green Bay Packer cheerleaders, Corey. They're on the sidelines. So the Green Bay Packers for this playoff game bringing out all the stops here.
Wow, it's got to be a tough day for that crew.
Yeah, a bit of an interesting decision to bring them out on a 2-degree day, but
Yes. And the Rashad Jennings unsuccessful pitch plays lead to a Brad Wing punt, and that will set up Green Bay inside their own 20. Looks like, let's call it the 17-yard line, Bob.
let's call it that. Eddie Lacy with a nice little run here on the first down. Gets about 8 yards, so second down and 2 to go, Corey.
There we go, and let's see what they go back with. Second and short. They're not going deep. I was expecting Rodgers to go back for the home run strike there at second and short. When they can depend on that running game and you get to second and manageable like that,
Yeah.
I say go deep on second, but here they're going deep on first down.
Well, they're doing a good job of covering up Jordy Nelson, but this is where the Packers are tough because that leaves Devontae Adams wide open then if you're putting 2 guys on Jordy Nelson.
Right, and then never forget about Randall Cobb, usually on the opposite side of the field.
Absolutely.
So we're
I haven't
tied up
heard
going
much.
into the fourth quarter, Bob. 5 minutes left to go in this ball game. All knotted up.
All knotted up here. Jordy Nelson's wide open down the line there, Corey. And
Yeah,
look, he's
he-
going to take it to the house, it looks like. Oh, it's just tripped up. So a long completion there. Jordy Nelson padding the stat lines as
Yeah.
expected.
A shoestring tackle is all that saved the touchdown, and let's see if Rodgers can get it to him here.
Oh.
Certainly can.
I can see Randall Cobb's a little frustrated down there at the other end of the end zone. He was wide open as well, saying, hey, Aaron, I'm over here too.
Hey, Aaron, can you see me down here?
I'm over here as well. So let's see if Aaron Rodgers has better ball disbursement here.
All right. You done messed up, Aaron.
You done messed up.
Here we go. Here's Shepard. Can you get it past the 20? No. Giants will start at the 19. Down a touchdown, under 4 minutes to go. So they're going to try to score here. I don't know, Bob. Do you try to go for the tie, or do you try to go for a 2-point conversion here to try to win it if you get this one?
Well, if I'm Jack Del Rio of the Raiders, I'm going for the 2-point conversion.
Okay.
If I'm a conservative coach, then I'm going for the tie.
All right. So it depends on which Jack Del Rio we see.
Yeah, if it's the about to get fired Jack Del Rio, we're playing conservative. If it's the I don't give a shoot, then he's going for 2.
Okay, love it. But first they got to get there, Bob.
First they gotta
Fourth down
get there,
and
right?
13.
down
That's the
13.
problem for later. Let's see if they can get this one complete to Beckham, who is
Looks
wide
it.
open down the
Oh,
field.
Just overthrown. Odell Beckham laid out for it. Leaves the Packers with great field position, Corey, to possibly put the nail in the coffin here.
Ouch. The ghost of Tom Coughlin is furious.
He is absolutely furious. Drinking pina coladas on the beach. Just very mad.
Oh, man. First down for Green Bay. First and goal at the 6. 2:43 left to go. Let's see if Lacy can ice this one.
Ooh.
He gets it down to the 1. They're going to run some time. No, New York will call their first timeout to try to get this ball back with some time.
You can only imagine how rosy Tom Coughlin's cheeks would be in this cold weather, Corey.
I think we call those gin blossoms, Bob.
Gin blossoms.
I think that's what we call those.
I think it'd be a new shade of gin blossom there.
Yes, the gin, you'd have gin and cold both having his face flushing out.
Yeah. He might be as red as the Tecmo Bowl end zone there.
Yeah,
This
that's
game.
right. And now the Giants defense is able to hold strong against first and goal, but they're still going to be down 2 possessions
scores.
here.
So a quick strike and an onside recovery, and we still have ourselves a little bit of a game here, Corey.
That's right, down by 10. They don't go for the squibber. They do decide to kick it deep. I would have thought maybe to go for the, the old bouncy ball.
You know, I like the idea of kicking it off normal. Sometimes that squib kick can bite you. And then look, Odell
especially if
Beckham's
you-
wide open, but again, overthrown.
So we thought Randall Cobb was frustrated that Aaron was not dispersing it to him. How do you think Odell Beckham feels being wide open for home runs?
There we go.
There we go. And still
Third
he
time's
had
a
to
charm.
he had to climb the elevator for it.
He did.
Could still be running if Eli had hit him in stride.
If either quarterback could hit him in stride, I'm sure he'd still be running.
Yes, there we go. I'm sure he would prefer.
Interesting play call here.
Yeah, going for that pitch to the left. You got to commit to that run, Bob.
I mentioned earlier in the game that it doesn't really matter if you score quickly at the beginning of the game, but now it does matter. So
Yes,
now you need to
right.
score quickly.
So 3rd and 1 from the 19. It looks like they have
this
just
point-
a little bit to pick up.
If I were the coach, Cory, at this point, I'd kick the field goal right now. Kick the field
You
goal.
kicked it first. Okay,
I'd kick the field goal and go for the onside kick, saving some time.
Okay,
But
right.
Here they are going for it.
Well, and they always say extend the game, right? Extend. You need a field goal and a touchdown.
Yep. But
And
there's
Victor Cruz.
doing some
pulls it
salsa
in.
in there. Wow.
There
There's
we
a
go.
flash of blue just streaking around the screen there.
Yeah, it looked like that one was ready to be picked off, but Cruz came out of nowhere, snagged that ball, and danced into the end zone. So we're going to have 11 seconds left to go. So they're going to have to get the onside kick. Boy, I don't know if they have time for a play and then an onside kick, Bob.
Right. It's tough. And then, look. Aaron Rodgers
Aaron
recovers.
Rodgers on the hands team, returning the onside kick, Bob.
Aaron
Holy
Rodgers
Hannah
on the hands
banana.
team. So we saw Josh Brown recover a fumble, and then Aaron Rodgers take the onside kick, Cory. So what an exciting end here. That might be the most exciting onside kick we've ever seen.
Yes, to put your starting quarterback, especially when you have a game coming up next week, a tough one in the NFC divisional round. You put your starting quarterback out there on the hands team. I like the gutsy call, and I like
it
the
too.
way this game ended. Wowee. 24-21 is your final. Green Bay takes it over the G-Men. So that turnover, again, rings large, but the Packers were able to overcome in the second half, Bob.
Yeah, and only one turnover there in the second half, and that was by the Giants. So Packers did a good job of being efficient on offense. Definitely used that long ball efficiently, Cory. And
Right.
both teams had limited success on the ground. Kind of a bit surprising on a cold day like this, but either way, kind of the game we expected, 24-21. I think that's a fair Packers-Giants game.
All right, there we go. So we're going to be looking to see if the Packers can continue their streak of success as we go on to next week. Here on the Sticky Bleachers channel, we also have sims of our Sticky Bleachers playoffs running without commentary all this week, all next week, up through the Sticky Bleachers Super Bowl. I won't ruin who wins our Sticky Bleachers Super Bowl. Keep your eyes open during the weeks. Every couple of days, we have a new sim going up. We'll also be calling sims of the real-life playoff games every weekend as they go through. Hit us up on Twitter, where we are Sticky Bleachers, or Facebook, where we are Sticky Bleachers. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to leave us a comment if you have a thought. We'd love to hear from you. For now, I am Cory, signing off.
And Bob, we'll see you next week.